troublemaker.
Hey, Trouble Takers. I finally got around to playing with Gamelab, and it's pretty cool. I wanted to just take some time to talk about some of the pros and cons of this. So coming from the home screen, going into Gamelab, you've got two choices. You can either play a Gamelab match and go find one, or you can create one. When you actually get into the Gamelab creation, you've got a lot of parameters that you have control over. Although to actually get to those parameters, you have to choose the private 8. If you go public 4, as you can see, you won't be able to do anything other than start a search for a session. You can choose your map, and this is all obviously reminiscent of AC3, where you'd make a private game and then you could choose what map you wanted on the first match. But once you go into the rematch, you're going to have the 3 that you can choose from. So this is all well and good, and you've got all these controls over, banning abilities, forcing ability sets you can choose. If you want your stun to be worth nothing, or you want your stun to be worth 600 points, that's all well and good. These are all things that we knew we were going to be able to do, and we were all looking forward to being able to, create these matches, create these games, and being able to share them with our peers, and eventually the whole AC community. My big complaint here, though, is that when you go into Gamelab, you have no way, if you want to play one of these things, you have no way of picking which Gamelab you want to play. So you just get to say, okay, I want to play a Gamelab rather than create one, and then start your search.
Looking for game sessions.
And that's it. So there are all these cool, really cool Gamelab games people have created. Some that Ubisoft created, like got the Pistolier. You had that Domination event that we just played that had, crazy changes to Domination, which is actually really fun. You've got the Frenzy, Wanted, or Assassinate, whatever it was. But point being, that you have no way of actually finding those games. So I played a couple of the Pistolier games when I got in here by accident, just because I wanted to play some Gamelab, and it was actually quite fun, and I want to go back and do that. But when you go into Gamelab to play, you have no control over that, so I can't go back and play that mode unless it gives it to me, which kind of sucks. So my question for you out there, and Ubisoft particularly, why do you not have a list available? Especially since you created some yourself that were, quote unquote handpicked by Ubisoft staff, and you know that they're there. Why don't you give us a list of the ones that you're searching through? So maybe we can actually choose. So how are these Gamelabs supposed to get popular if we're not able to see what's available out there? So I don't know, that's just something that's been crossing my mind. It's not going to stop me from going to play more Gamelab matches, because it's going to be fun to see what people out there are creating. However, it would be really great to have a list to choose from. And that's just this little tidbit of thought for you on this Friday. Okay, thanks. Troublemaker out.